the guy with the thinning hair, making things on YouTube from his chair, sitting at his workbench, grin so white, he might be there naked, close your eyes. Buckman's Model Mania with plastic.
Hey everybody, hi! Ken's in the background here.
Hello everyone.
And like I just mentioned on Keith's stream, let me bring this onto the table a little bit so you get an idea of how big this is. This is about the size of the Millennium Falcon, and you can hear it's not in good shape. So that's going to be a during the day build.
Well, tonight we have Donnie here. He says, hello, is anybody in here?
Cool.
And you said hello to him. Jody said, hey, yeah. I'm in here. He said, get out of my bedroom, guys.
With bedroom golf.
Let's see here. Don's here as well. He says, howdy all.
Howdy.
And Stephen Haynes says, hi, Buck and Ken. Well, hope you're doing well, Stephen.
Indeed. And to give a little bit of background on that Lego, the Falcon, at the time that was released, I went and did some real quick research. It was released in 2007. At the time, before it was released, the largest Lego kit available was the Taj Mahal at 4,000 pieces. That became the next largest kit at 5,100. Now we have the Lego Death Star with 10,000 pieces. So it's going to be a bit. Also, because it's going to, I was joking with Keith, just dump it all into one box. That's what I'm going to have to do with that. It's going to take a while.
Like I was saying, maybe there's some parts in there that are still put together.
Oh, I'm sure there are. And I will peel parts off of them as I need them.
And hey. Kenneth is here. He says, hey, buddy, I'm sitting here watching your amazing Lego live stream while enjoying the last vacation day off.
Very cool. Not very cool that it's the last one, but very cool that you're on vacation.
And that you're watching the show.
Exactly. So when we left last week, we had the front of the truck built. We had the rear axles, and I had put them together using this, but I took it all back apart. I just kind of sat them together, but I took it all back apart so we could get where we need to be. And as I was looking at this stuff, when I dumped it all out on the towel tonight, I was like, ew. So I've done a little bit of what is known as knolling. I've separated pieces out by what types they are, just to make it. Yeah, that's not the Lego Falcon you were looking at, Donnie. But this one was known at the time as the Ultimate Collector's Millennium Falcon. And it's been in that box for 7 years. So I've already pulled out pieces to get started right away. So I'm going to start building.
Right on. And again, as per usual, I have trivia ready to go tonight.
Very cool. How much am I paying you again?
The standard rate.
Oh, okay. Nothing. Got it.
Yep. You're repaying me with friendship, aren't you? Aren't you?
I am.
Oh, thank you. I'm so lonely.
Don't have to be lonely.
At
farmersonly.com.
But I'm not a farmer.
Well, there you go. Where'd it go? There it is.
I have two new topics in the trivia tonight. One of them will probably be a reoccurring, and that's going to be the first topic for tonight. And it's going to be movie taglines.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, taglines for movies. Might have been on the poster or on, a TV ad for it or something like that. So these ones tonight will be, I don't know, they should be fairly easy. We'll see. And then in the future, other movies in the future will probably be a little bit more difficult. But I always made sure that I knew what the answer was. I don't want to pick some obscure tagline from something that, means pretty much nothing.
You mean
like saying Bob had a bad day. Name the movie. What? I don't know.
Kind of like what is it?
Is the movie Bob's Bad Day?
No, the Roger Wilkos games from Infocom. In space, no one can hear you clean. Hey, Gordon.
Gordon's here. He says, hi, guys. Wait, hello, Gordon.
And those of you that are here, just curious, should I do streams by myself, obviously, be during the day, of building that monster? The monster.
It's a monster.
It is. I'm just curious what people think.
What do you, the viewers at home, think?
Exactly.
We got a lot of people saying hi to each other.
Howdy.
And some people even saying hello to each other.
No way. People say hello?
Yeah, some people say hey, some people say hello, some people say hi. And, Don says punt.
Ah, that's as Don does. We're getting into the plated pieces.
So how many how far into it are you now? Are you like getting close to halfway yet or no?
Let's see. Working on step 79 out of 292.
Okay.
So about a quarter of the way through.
All right. Donnie says, yes, I want to hear you cursing. I mean, see you build it.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
Donnie wants me to be in pain.
Yeah. Kenneth said, I bought the Rio brick clock tower of Big Ben. It has 14,000 pieces.
Oh, wow. That's bigger than the one I have. I have the Big Ben as well.
The that story I was talking, that news story I was watching from a few days ago during Keith's stream, but the Potomac there. I hadn't heard about that. That was, I guess it's fixed now, but geez.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That is terrible.
That much sewage.
Especially in the nation's capital.
Yeah. 11,000 times more, 11,000 times the acceptable level of E. coli in the water. There should be no level, acceptable level of E. coli in the water, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't have a brick separator handy.
I don't know what to tell you. You should. You've been doing a lot of Lego builds.
I should.
We're going to have to put one on a string for you.
Yeah. I'm going to have one here, especially when I'm doing the Falcon. And I do have to say, the Falcon, I remember, it will not fit on here.
Oh, okay. You have to put your camera a little higher up and zoom out?
Maybe. It'll be an interesting build. It'll also be, well, what was it that I built recently? Oh, the Chiron. That one I didn't do any filming on, and it took up 2 out of the 3 benches I have set up here.
Kenneth says Buckman is a master builder.
I'm a master at something.
Jody, is Mary going to be around to join us in trivia tonight? Is she going to be listening? Or is she working tonight? Or what's up?
Oh, wait. Real brick clock. Okay. No, it's not the one I was thinking. There's one out there that I've seen that has 14,000 pieces. And I'm like, maybe next year.
Well, one day I'll have to get a real Lego kit of some sort.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is Andrea, I came across it, had never seen it until after it was retired. Andrea bought me the Batcave, and she bought me the AT-AT Walker.
Oh, okay.
So I have Legos to do for at least a couple more days.
Hello to Mary. I'm glad she's here to maybe pipe in on some of this trivia. We'll see.
Hey, Mary, how you
Uh,
doing this evening?
Alec is here. He says, nearly done with work, but my phone is almost dead. You really got to bring a charger with you and plug your phone in at work.
Or not mess with the phone while you're at work?
Well, that too. Jody says, sorry, I meant Mary is a present. Well, she's a gift to everyone. He says she's a true gift.
Should I be worried? I have 2 pit bulls just wandered in here.
No, I don't think you should be worried at all.
Oh, that's true. They are my dogs.
Yeah. People just give them a bad rap. They're actually really nice dogs.
They are awesome dogs. I truly believe
always
that.
The really, poorly treated and abused ones that cause the problems, but that can be the same for any dog. Well, the pit bull has the ability to inflict more damage.
The problem with a pit bull, and it's why they get the bad rep, is because pit bulls don't know how strong they are.
Yeah.
And Marley, being a rescue, I think he was probably abused as a puppy.
Yeah.
Because he does have some issues, where he's like, "Don't hit me."
But then he realizes, "Oh, you're not going to hit me."
Right. And then he's like, he shies away until he realizes that he's not going to get hit. He's like, "I like you guys." I mean, it's funny because at night, for a while he goes back and forth, but right now he's back in his, I'm going to snuggle up to you all night long stage. And so it's, I will go upstairs. Oh, I grabbed the wrong piece here. I'll go upstairs, and when it's time to go to bed, and I will walk in the bedroom and I'll get ready for bed and everything else, and he'll be on my bed, and then I'll be like, "No, Marley, you got to move." He's like, "Okay." He gets down, and then he stands at the foot of the bed and waits because he knows he's going to be able to get back up.
Yep. Once you're settled in, I'll get back up there.
Yep. If I wait that long.
Yeah. Kenneth says, I'll go back to work tomorrow afternoon and work 3 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. for a while until we get caught up at work. If you look online, you can see the Rio brick clock tower of Big Ben.
Cool.
And Donnie says, I love pit bulls. And Kenneth thinks you that was an amazing story.
Thank you.
All right, I'll begin with movie taglines. Question number 1. It's just going to be the tagline. For Harry and Lloyd, every day is a no-brainer. For Harry and Lloyd, every day is a no-brainer. Name that movie.
Terminator 2.
Don says Seth MacFarlane. Bad news, there wasn't a Seth MacFarlane movie yet. But wait for it. You never know. Don says Dumb and Dumber.
That's my actual answer. But I will always let the viewers answer first. Looking, and I do not see the pieces that I need.
What are you looking for?
L shapes, like that.
I see one. I see one there, and I see one there. Oh, that's all the ones you collected. Oh, never mind.
Well, I figured out the reason. It's because I can't count to 12 without getting lost.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, another one, another one, another one. So, Dawn, you are the correct one with the answer. The movie was Dumb and Dumber.
That was a great movie.
Jody says Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels should do a Get Smart movie called Smart and Smarter.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about the that movie is that chip on Jim Carrey's tooth is not makeup or anything like that. His normal tooth that you see in most movies is capped. That chip he owns. That's his tooth is actually chipped like that.
Okay. Jody says I'll email Jim about it. Thanks, Jody. Appreciate it. And ask him why he didn't, attend Howard's house for his birthday tonight.
Yeah, what the hell?
Jim Carrey, you think he's so good? Yet he doesn't go to Howard's birthday.
Yeah, and
house on his birthday.
When he shows up, everybody wish Howard a happy birthday.
Yes, it is Howard's birthday. Question number 2. This is movie taglines. The tagline is, "You'll never go in the water again." You'll never go in the water again.
Gremlins 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I made this category easy for the first time. Dawn says Jaws. Jody says Jaws. Donnie says Jaws.
I says Jaws.
Jaws. Jaws. Ja-ja-ja-ja-ja-ja-da-da.
And they're releasing a boat from that movie from one of the partwork companies now.
Yeah, I saw World of Wayne talking about it.
Yep. And the Todd and Ian will be building it.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently on a dual stream.
Cool.
I'm going to back the truck up into you guys. It's kind of funny. I took this back off, but immediately put it right back on.
So yes, the correct answer was Jaws. Told you these ones would be easy.
Indeed, they are.
Well, it's good you're finally attaching that part that you built like damn near at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, and that's what they usually do, is that you'll build assemblies and then you'll put it together.
Yeah, all your sub-assemblies.
Yep. And we're going to continue building right on top of this after I knock one of the smokestacks off.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to one day purchase for a actual legitimate Lego kit. I don't know. I'll have to go through and see what they have.
Oh, no.
It won't be one of the big kits. It won't be a big kit. It'll just be
illegitimate Lego kits are better. They're cheaper.
Yeah. Or a really small Lego kit.
Yeah.
Something you could build in 2 hours on a Friday stream or something.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, the only reason I go with the non-Lego is because Lego's so expensive.
Yeah. But Lego's not something I plan on getting into a whole lot.
Right. If I was doing like Todd, and a lot of the guys buy them as an investment opportunity.
Oh, okay.
I do have one kit that I bought as an investment opportunity, and it has increased in value by about, I think it's tripled in value since I bought it. And that was the Steamboat Willie when it first came out.
Okay. Jody says, a sandwich artist's favorite, sub-assemblies.
Yes.
Is it just Subway that calls them sandwich artists? It's got to be.
It has to be. I've never actually heard them called sandwich artist.
Maybe that's off a Canadian commercial.
Then there's Cousin Subs. It's all about the bread. Oh, I love Cousin Subs. It was one of the greatest things about living in Wisconsin.
All right. Here's the next one. Buck almost gave it away already. In space, no one can hear you scream.
I didn't try. I didn't
In
know the
space,
answer.
no one can hear you scream. Hey, it's the first time out. I got to make this one a category easy so that people understand what I'm looking for, and then I can make it just a touch harder. Don says alien. Jody says Alec. So we got two people with the correct answer.
Wow. I skipped a whole page.
Oh,
That's why I was looking at it and I'm like, that doesn't look right. That doesn't go on. Where is that piece? It's because the pages are thinner on this book.
Donnie says, or sorry, Jody said, I mean alien. He says auto corsage.
Exactly.
And Donnie had said alien. And Buck says
alien.
oh.
Because in space, no one can hear you clean.
And the Buck says moo.
And there's always the, what was it? It wasn't really a tagline, but they said it all throughout the.
You're going to give away another movie here.
No, I don't think you're going to have the Great Chefs of Europe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they were going through and everybody was there. Somebody was killing all the great chefs in Europe.
That's awful. That's awful.
And the only reason that movie still sticks in my head is because Jacqueline Bisset was in it. And she was her thing was she made a bomba. And they were going through, the murderer was going through and killing them in order of what you would eat dinner. And her line that just stuck in my head for the last 40 or so years is, I am the dessert. Yes, indeed you are. She was much younger back then. And so was I.
So yes, the answer was alien.
It wasn't Alec?
No. Well, I would accept that for an answer.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew what you meant. This one is super simple, barely an inconvenience. Question number 4. The tagline is, you'll believe a man can fly.
I know that one.
You'll believe a man can fly.
It's Peter Pan.
Don says, I would have made her dessert.
Exactly.
Don says, Superman.
Yes, indeed.
Jody says, The Fly.
That's a good answer. It's a good answer. It makes sense.
Donnie says, Superman.
Souped up man. I'm going to attempt to not turn 2 pages at a time anymore.
Appreciate that. You have to get one of those little rubber thumb pad things there that you can use to make sure pages aren't stuck together.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is with these, with the throwing pieces around with the non-Lego builds, I don't have that problem because it's hard to turn more than one page in a PDF at a time.
In English, please, Jody. Ubermensch.
Just indeed.
Translated, Superman.
Faster than a speeding train. Wait, no, that's not it. Huh. Okay. That's going to be a problem continually. I might have to glue that.
Tony said, shouldn't it be super not man since he's from another planet? Well, his gender, though, makes him male or AKA man. Super male.
Wait, these days it would be super person.
Yep. But then again, it's not like he gave himself that name. The peoples gave him that name. And they didn't really know at first that he was from another planet.
Well, and they gave him that name because the big red not S on his chest.
Yes.
Because it was not an S. It just looked like an S to us.
So, yes, that answer was Superman. Okay, question 5. A little bit harder, but not really that hard. And this will be the final question in taglines, movie taglines. The tagline is, he may be dead, but he's the life of the party. He may be dead, but he's the life of the party.
That one I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And I put these pieces in the wrong place.
Donnie says it was a stylized S.
Yeah, but in Kryptonian, it was not an S.
No.
It was just their it's like their there's coat of arms or whatever you want to call it.
Family crest?
Yes.
Falcon crest? No.
Yes, Falcon Crest. Dallas.
Don says Weekend at Bernie. Donnie says Weekend at Bernie's.
How can Bernie have a good weekend when he's not living? He's died. Poor Bernie.
Hey, he may be dead, but he's the life of the party.
There is that. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. That one was fun.
Jody says sleepover at Barney's.
Ah, yes. I hate you. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I could.
You could, but you're not going to.
Well, it's not the one. It's not the actual Barney song.
Yes.
It's the dysfunctional Barney song.
Yes. So, yes, the movie was Weekend at Bernie's. So that's interesting. Like, not necessarily everyone knew that one.
That one I did not know.
Yep.
Until other people mentioned it, then I was like, oh yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah. So I'll include that category in the future. But I'll make them just a touch harder. But that's just gonna give you guys a taste of what it'll be like.
Hang on. Lick the fingers. Oh, look, there's 2 pages.
There you go. Wait, there's 3.
A couple of years back, licking your fingers in public was like, everybody's like,
Donnie says, and don't forget Weekend at Bernie's too. He's still dead.
Is he now? Poor Bernie. Is he dead or is he just having a bad cold?
Well, I'm going to say he's dead.
Okay.
The next category is science fiction. Mm-hmm.
Got a bunch of nerds here. They probably don't know anything about science fiction.
Yeah, the category after that will be science. And the last category will be under the sea. So science fiction, question number 1. Fox and Dana are the first names of the main characters in which sci-fi series? Fox and Dana are the first names of the main characters in which sci-fi series?
Everybody should know the theme song.
Jody says they should make a new one where they have to dig up Bernie and just lugging his skeleton around.
Donnie's wrong with that comment. It's not
can't
that
count, Don.
No, it's not that I can't count. I don't count.
Oh, there we go. Donnie says X-Files. Yeah, you're progressing along fairly decent clip there.
Mm-hmm. Well, so far it's pretty easy.
Jody says Halloween at Bernie's. Yeah, that's right. He could be the skeleton in the corner.
Lunchtime with Bernie.
Don's pointing up because he really likes the idea of Halloween at Bernie's.
Oh, thanks, Donnie.
Well, you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
Yep. It's amazing what Jaws went on to do.
Yep.
No other Bond villain made it into a Happy Gilmore movie.
No. He was also in it was a black and white film called maybe it was color. It was barely color. I think it was a 60s movie called Egaw, where it was a caveman who was still alive in the 60s, 1960s.
Caveman movie in the 60s. What was that one with Raquel Welch?
10,000 BC or something? No.
Something like that.
1 million BC?
That's what it was. It was 1 million BC. Raquel Welch and Ringo Starr. That just popped into my head that her co-star was Ringo Starr.
And there was Clan of the Bear Cave. I think that was Daryl Hannah in that one.
Wait, was her? I'm not going there.
Don says Raquel in her prime. Yummy.
Uh-huh. What was her name? She was in Grumpy Old Men 2. Or no, she was in Grumpy Old Men, not Grumpy Old Men 2. The redhead. I forget her name.
Wasn't she also in 80 for Brady?
Maybe. I haven't seen that one actually, but
Jody just can't get over Weekend at Bernie's. The kids of the guys from the first movie find Bernie in the backyard right before they have a huge Halloween party. Shenanigans ensue.
They do. Somehow, with this group, shenanigans always ensue.
Oh, Don says bye bye birdie for Raquel Welch.
Hmm.
So yes, the answer was the X-Files. The next question in science fiction starts with a quote. Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should, is a quote from which 1990s sci-fi adventure movie?
Adventures in Babysitting.
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should, is a quote from which 90s sci-fi adventure movie? Don says nope. And then he says Jurassic Park.
I like my answer better. It's funnier.
What was your answer? Geriatric Park?
No, I said Adventures in Babysitting,
I was, yeah.
but it was Jurassic Park. It was from Malcolm. Love that movie.
Jody says Jurassic Park. Donnie says, yep.
Wait, there's a movie called Yup?
Probably. I could check on IMDb.
Starring that guy. You know, when I first put this stuff down, these white blocks, did not realize what it was.
Actually, it wasn't a movie. It was a TV series from 2017 to 2018.
What? Oh,
Yup.
Yup. I see. But I realized that is the floor where the seats will sit.
Jody says, dang, keyboarders best beat me to it.
Yep. That's how it goes.
Don says, and Margaret, by the way, for the...
That's the one. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I think she was in her 70s, maybe even her 80s, in Grumpier Old Men. Or in Grumpy Old Men. Sorry. She was nice looking.
Don says, super yummy.
Yes. Don's old like me, so he can say that. Or wait, is it Don's old like me, or am I old like Don? I'd have to say
it's closer to your old like Don because he got there first.
Yeah, he's winning that race.
So yes, the answer was Jurassic Park. Next question. I'm just here for the gasoline is a line spoken by Mel Gibson's character in which 70s action sci-fi movie?
Good movie.
I'm just here for the gasoline is a line spoken by Mel Gibson's character in which 70s action sci-fi movie? Don says Mad Max.
Yep. No, not Mad Max.
Jody says The Road Warrior.
That's the one. Also known as Mad Max 2 on the other end of the planet.
Donnie says Mad Max 2.
See? Sounds like you're out of gasoline.
I'm low on water.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So these are more of the odd pieces that you get from Mould King. A slanted piece like that is missing. It's missing the insides. And you get these little cross pieces to put in there. We'll make another deal.
John says, but I'm still right no matter what.
Yes, Don is right. We have to respect our elders, no matter how wrong they are. Oh, sorry, Don. What does that mean? Wait. I grab shorter ones. Oh, I need the shorter ones. I'm a dork.
Donnie says, you don't like lights, Don? Therefore, you're always wrong. And Don says, lights suck. Mary's laughing.
Don's just, he's not always wrong. He's just in the dark about the right answer.
Donnie says, see, wrong again. Don says, nope.
Come on, guys, don't fight. Oh, wait.
So the answer is Mad Max.
Yep.
Not Road Warrior, because this is a 70s film I'm talking about. Mad Max was 1979. Road Warrior was, I think, 81.
Wait, Mad Max? I don't remember that line in Mad Max.
Yep.
I was wrong.
You're so wrong, Don, that you don't even have a number.
Oh, no. Not the number thing again.
Jody says sometimes lights are good, some lights are good. Don says, you're all wrong, you light losers.
Don is sitting in his house in the dark.
Lights are bad.
Oops. So I was watching the curling final today. That was really pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, when played well, curling can be very interesting to watch.
Oh yeah. Well, it was really neat to watch because it literally came down to the last shot. The gold medal came down to the last stone in the eighth end.
Don says YouTube hates me.
And I had to watch the American team after what he had pulled off the other day. It was amazing. Because the Swedish team pulled off something pretty close to the same thing to end the match or to end the game and win the gold medal, because the guy on the American, and it's the mixed team, took out 3 stones with 1 shot.
That's just sounding like Mickey Mouse against the Flies.
Yeah. Well,
And then everybody thinks he's talking about giants.
Exactly. And then this Swedish girl at the end,
Yeah.
she took out, I think it was 3 stones on from the Americans to win the gold.
Donnie says, "Embrace the lights, Dawn, and you may get a number." Dawn says, "I guess Mary has turned on me too."
Oh,
LOL. He says, "I'm a lone wolf." All right.
Oh.
Next question. Question number 4 in science fiction. Remade in 1978, what 1956 film gave rise to the term pod people? Remade in 1978, what 1956 film gave rise to the term pod people?
Alex Life Story. There it is.
Donnie says Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Don's just pointing up because he agrees with that.
Yep.
Jody says Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I remember that movie.
I do too.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. How about Killer Clowns from Outer Space? You remember that one too?
I have not seen that one.
You've never seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Well,
I have not.
You got to put that one on your list. Mary says Dirty Dancing. Pod people are made from people.
They are. First time I saw that movie, one of the creepiest things in it was when one of the characters basically evaporated.
Which Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Attack of the Killer Potatoes. Oh, no. They're going to starch you to death.
So the answer is Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yep.
Which technically has a body count of 0 in the film.
Very true.
Because they never show anyone who dies. They're just replaced. We don't know what happens to the original.
I think
we can assume it's nothing good.
Well, I think according to the lore that the original person doesn't die. They just kind of share the consciousness with the alien being.
Mary says, Dirty Dancing is my Seth MacFarlane. Okay, we'll accept that, Mary. Dawn says, nice.
Sometimes these little pieces don't want to go in there, right?
What kind of part are you building?
It's the one that's got the cross piece that grows into the slanted piece.
Oh, okay. And where does that go on the model or on the truck?
It's going to go on here. It makes part of the back.
Oh, okay.
For the seat back. This one is giving me the same problem as the other one did. I think it's the actual large square piece.
Donaghy says, I think they are fertilizer for the pods. And it depends which version you're talking about, too. The 50s or the 70s.
Well, I believe that the way they are able to replace people is because they have all their memories.
Yeah. I do know for Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1978 remake there, Leonard Nimoy wanted to play a character that was nothing like Spock, who believed more in the mysticism and not logical thinking and that sort of thing.
And he did it a lot of times when he did, well, I think actually in the latter part of his career, he didn't get away from Spock at all. But I think he did a lot of things that were not Spock on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good example of typecasting.
Yeah.
All right. Final question in science fiction. In the sci-fi summer blockbuster Independence Day, who played the U.S. president? In the sci-fi summer blockbuster Independence Day, who played the U.S. president?
It was that guy.
With the thing?
Yes. And who thought he was a pilot. I'm pilot. I can fly.
Donnie said, didn't the original bodies kind of dry up and crumble away? I can't remember. Jody says, Bill Paxton.
Don't think it was Bill Paxton. But I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong. Regularly.
Oh, Don had thrown out there as well. He said Bill. Bill Paxton. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Donnie says Bill Pullman.
That's who I was thinking.
Now I've got the Bill Nye the Science Guy song in my head. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Okay, there's my problem. I found my problem.
Don is pointing up again towards Donnie's answer of Bill Pullman.
I think he's pointing at Bill Paxton.
Jody says, or pull men.
Okay, bag tree. That's 4. That's wheels.
Now, did you only change one page of this last time, or was
Pardon?
it 2? Did you only flip one page this last time, or was it 2?
It was just 1.
Okay.
It
would help for licking your fingers to make the pages. It would be if you had Cheeto dust on them.
Yeah, that would help.
It would help.
That's how I do it. I got 116, 117. Yay! Okay, got to be noisy for a second here.
Alrighty then. Mary says, I vote pull men. LMAO. Sounds like atta girl.
That's a good girl.
And Steven is saying hello to Mary.
Hello, Mary. There are many pieces. These happen to be mine.
These are my pieces. There are many like them, but these ones are mine.
Exactly. Not chrome. It's not chrome.
So yes, the answer is Bill Pullman. So I'm going to take a quick break and go get some more water, and I'll be right back.
Cool. We should be here when he comes back, I think. I think. Here's another oddity that they do with these pieces. Well, fine. Well, I can do it without finding the second one. The slanted piece here, like that, has a chunk missing to end up like that. Normal Lego pieces kind of warped a little bit. There it is. Donnie's going to be fixing here shortly, unless for some reason he's on vacation again. Jody says, oh, come on, where's my mouse? That's not what he said. He said, fiddlesticks, as soon as I said Paxton, I knew it was the other Bill. See? I am psycho. I told you Donnie was fixing. So, thanks, Donnie. Good night, Donnie, and have a great day at work tomorrow.
Have a good night, Donnie.
Don't work too hard. And I don't know if you heard it. This is another oddity on the, what is it? Mould King. You know, normal Lego brick, 2 wide slant. You know, we used to call them roof bricks, but it's got a 4x1 attached to the back of it to make it normal. Odd things they do. And I think it's just little things that they do like that so that Lego can't go, you stole that from us.
Jody says Donnie's going to sleep with the lights on.
Why is he sleeping with the lights on?
Because he likes lights.
There is that. I forgot about that.
Don says, poor guy. Poor Donnie, he's all tuckered out. He's got a hard day of work ahead of him.
Yep. I keep getting, speaking of work and not work, I keep getting letters from the Office of Personnel Management telling me that I'm retired. They don't want me to forget and go back to work, I guess.
Yeah. Stay away from us.
Yes. Just don't come back. Okay?
We didn't like it when you kept microwaving broccoli in the microwave at work in the break room.
Nobody had a problem with if I microwaved broccoli. It was the one time I microwaved tuna fish and there was a pregnant lady in the office. She was like, really? I was like, what? It's my lunch. Didn't smell bad to me. Exactly.
Took me a while to find that one. I wasn't even sure you had that one.
I do. It's hiding.
I see that. Jody says, "Ew, that's gross."
Yes. Nobody likes the smell of microwaved tuna fish. Even the person eating it doesn't like the smell of it.
I don't even like the smell of Mary's like, hot tuna. Yeah, I don't even like the smell of regular tuna fish.
I love tuna.
Yeah, I know. I am not a seafood person.
So you wouldn't like what we had for dinner tonight?
Man, probably not. I mean, there are some like freshwater fish I don't mind too much. Oh, Stephen's going to bed.
Good night, Stephen.
You have a great night, Stephen.
I'm pretty sure you would not appreciate what we had for dinner.
What was that?
Sushi.
No, yeah, that's not really for me. All right, the next category is science. Not even weird science, just science.
And technology.
Question number 1 in science. What is N2O? What is N2O? Mary says, cold canned tuna is good. Well, I'll take your word for it, but I wouldn't get near it because the smell makes me want to, makes me want to, be sick.
Makes you want to yell at that guy, Ralph.
Yeah. Let's see here. Jody says nitro. Don says laughing gas.
That's what it is. I agree with Don.
Jody says Jen. Don says nitrous oxide. Jody says nitrous oxide.
I have to agree. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to because I want to not be wrong.
Yeah, because Don said nitrite oxide.
Yes.
But I think he meant nitrous oxide because that's what he says autocorrect.
Autocorsage?
Yeah, autocorsage.
Damn autocorsage. Okay. Let me go through and find all of these because...
What's Jody pointing at? What are you pointing at, little buddy?
Something over there.
Oh,
something over there.
It's over there.
The wall, whiteboard. Not sure. That's the way to the stairs. Maybe he's telling me to leave. Are you telling me to leave, Jody?
So yes, the answer is nitrous oxide. Oh, he says the like button. Yes, people tap the light button. No, the like button. It's over there.
I'm going to see if I can do that. I'm going to see if I can light the like button. Don will never touch it again.
Well, that's not a good thing.
There's that.
Yep. Jody's hat says the like button. It's over there. Oh, have you seen those? Was it Sisu movies?
The which movies?
Sisu.
Don't think so.
Okay. Anybody here see Sisu? And then there's like part 2 just came out. Really good movies. He has like no lines in the movie till like the very end of the first movie. And he says like one thing. He's fighting Nazis and everything, and he's like a Finnish. He's like from Finland, and he's like a commando, and he's kind of over, the war. The war is coming to an end anyway, and he's just kind of had it, and he's off doing his own thing. It's a good movie, so I definitely put that in the recommend category.
With one line for a guy, it sounds a little bit like.
But it's an awesome, amazing action movie. It's like a World War II version of John Wick, but he doesn't say stuff. Instead, he kills a lot of Nazis.
What I was going to say is it sounds a little bit like Silent Movie, with when they tried to get Marceau to star in the movie. His answer, he said no. And he said it out loud. The whole movie, other than that one word, was silent. Well, the funny part is because it's two producers. They're trying to get him for a movie. They're making a movie. And when they ask him, and he says no, which is French for no.
Yep.
He goes, "What do you say?" He says, "I don't know. I don't speak French."
And did you know that 2 out of 3 people prefer cornflakes?
I did. Somebody told us a story about that. Yeah.
Cornflakes over kippers. Yeah.
Somebody told us a story about that.
Interesting. All right.
And the funny thing about the story was Todd was like, "I don't get it."
Okay, question number 2 in science. What part of the brain controls balance and coordination? What part of the brain controls balance and coordination?
Is it the part that I don't have?
No, I think you have balance and coordination, because I've seen you walking around on streams.
Well, there is that. I do manage to walk, don't I?
Mm-hmm. See, this is maybe the type of science questions Jody's not ready for. I don't know.
I think I can even chew gum while I'm doing that.
Sweet. And Donnie's not here to Google it. Although Jody's last answer makes a little sense. He says it's over there.
Yeah. That part of the brain.
Part of the brain over there.
It appears nobody's answering.
Jody goes, brain and brain. What is brain?
Exactly. Oh, damn it. I made a mistake. Come back.
Don says left side.
I was thinking like prefrontal cortex.
Okay.
Because what the left and right side of your brain has all to do with what they do has all to do with what side of your brain is dominant.
Jody had said the visual cortex, and then he points up to the left side. Don says, that part is missing.
Around the outside? Around the outside.
The outside. Yeah, I'll send you a link for the trailer for Sisu.
Cool.
Let's find it.
Looks like motor is building. Actually, let's move this. We'll move. Look, I have books. My book nook's still here. The same book nook I was building on Sunday.
I shall put in off topic.
Cool.
And even just look at the picture of the trailer.
Just for fun.
Sissy was the guy holding the knife, not the guy who's been penetrated by the knife.
Oh, wow. The guy looks like he has a slight headache. I think an aspirin might help.
I don't think it's gonna be a long-term headache. I
No.
think it'll pass pretty quick.
Yeah. Probably.
All right, so the answer is the cerebellum.
Oh.
The cerebellum.
Well, I agree with Jody's first answer. Brain and brain. What is brain?
Well, I'll tell you what, the next one should be very easy science question. I think it was like at least a grade 5 question or maybe sooner. I'm not sure.
Oh, great. Now we're on who's smarter than the fifth grader.
All right, question 3. What is the green pigment in plants that absorbs light for photosynthesis? What is the green pigment in plants that absorb light for photosynthesis?
I think I know that one.
Jody says, I remember cerebellum. She was nice. And then he says, chlorophyll.
I was going to say chloroform. Oh, wait. No, that's how you get a date.
Don says chlorophyll. No, see, that's where you take the rag and you put it over someone's mouth and nose and you say, hey, take a dip. What do you say? It's yeah, you put the rag over their mouth and nose and say, tell me, does this smell like chloroform to you?
Take a deep breath. Mm. Good old chlorophyll.
Yeah, and then there's the second Sisu movie, which takes place like a year later type thing after the war, and now it's against the Soviets. When they claim some land.
Soviet guys are always getting in trouble.
Yeah. And Sisu's house was located in that area.
That's never a good thing.
No, it's not. I watched them both in one evening.
Cool. Kind of like me with James Bond here lately. They put them all on Netflix, and so I'm slowly binge watching all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Why? Because I can.
Why not? So the answer, yes, was chlorophyll.
I'm almost to the Timothy Dalton era. Ugh.
Timothy Dalton era, like that. You mean that one movie?
No, he did too.
Did he do two?
He did too.
What did he do? Living Daylights?
No, that was Pierce Brosnan.
Okay.
Actually, I'm almost to Pierce Brosnan. No, Timothy Dalton just. It's unfortunate for Pierce Brosnan that he couldn't get out of Remington Steele. And it's unfortunate for us because that's how we ended up with Timothy Dalton.
All right, next question. Question number 4. What is the name of the force that makes an object float in water? What is the name of the force that makes objects float in water?
It's the Force, isn't it?
The
You just said it.
force.
Use the Force.
Jody says it was George who only did one.
Yep.
George Lazenby. Yeah, that's it.
And I actually, unlike most people, I like that one. Because it wasn't it wasn't your typical Bond movie.
Jody says buoyancy. Don says Beyonce. No, I'm just kidding. He wrote buoyancy. He just
No,
spelled
that
it
says
differently.
Beyonce. Bounce.
It's because of Beyonce. Nothing could float in water before she came along.
It's the
Displacement.
truth.
Well, displacement isn't what makes things float. It's what's caused when things float.
Displacing Beyonce? You have displeased Beyonce. You will no longer float.
But they all float down here.
Yes, they do. We all float down here. Wait.
So yes, the answer is a buoyancy.
It's not Beyonce?
It's not Beyonce.
Well, damn.
But I knew what Don meant, to be honest. I mean, I knew he meant buoyancy. Jody says this dude on Days of Our Lives is a cross between Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan. He would make a great Bond. But can he do a British accent?
That was the other problem with Roger Lazenby. He was Australian. He didn't do a good British accent at all.
But back in those days, a lot of people in North America couldn't tell.
Yeah. Well, and he did have one of the greatest Bond lines ever. This never happened to the other guy. And I noticed, because what was it? Not The Spy Who Loved Me. The one after The Spy Who Loves Me, I forget. Nobody Does It Better. In Nobody Does It Better, where they show Bond at his deceased wife's grave. I never caught this before, but since I've been binge watching them, the wrong name is on the grave.
Jody says he's a Scot with a British accent. Paul Telfer. Okay. That's cool. Any relation to Trisha Telfer? Is that her name from Battlestar Galactica? No, it's Helfer. Never mind. What was I thinking?
You were thinking you had the right answer.
But I didn't. I don't always have the right answer. Quite often I don't at all. My life is a lie.
Mine too. But yeah, the actual name of Bond's wife was not Teresa like it was on the gravestone. Yes, it said Teresa, but it was Tracy. Well, he got married at the end of On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yes.
The Lazenby one.
Maybe that was just her nickname.
What,
compared
Tracy?
to her legal name.
Could have been.
I have no idea.
I like to think that Albert Broccoli just made a flippin' mistake.
Oh, that's quite possible. And more likely.
Didn't know that the guy on Star Trek produced the James Bond movies, did you?
No.
Broccoli?
All right. So the answer, yes, was buoyancy. Question number 5. What gas is made when acids react with metals? What gas is made when acids react with metals?
A fart. Wow. I think I know, but I'm going to let them answer first.
Jody said, I used to talk to him on Twitter. He's really nice and always took time to respond. He also liked my Bond suggestion. And then Jody's answer is methane.
No. That's what a fart is, but I don't think that's the right answer for what comes out of the reaction with metal.
Acids and metal.
Yes.
Like what might occur in a battery?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of explosive, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
You may or may not be mistaken, I guess I could say.
Well,
That's a non-committal answer.
Methane's also explosive, but I think it's a different kind of explosive.
He said, "Oh, I missed part of the question. I'll read it for you again. What gas is created, or which gas is made when acids react with metals?" Don says sulfuric acid. That's not really a gas. That's just another type of acid. Jody says carbon monoxide, which is highly unflammable. What you working on?
I'm trying to find a second one of these that is supposed to be here, that's supposed to be plated. I screwed up here by not using a plated one, but if I don't find a second one, I'll just put the plated one on and press on with pride. Because I don't think it's going to matter that awfully much.
I see one that looks like it's not plated, but
this one here.
Yeah, and another one. Yep. Both of them. Both or both?
Oh, there's another one here. Just
is it in there?
Nope.
Or is it over there? Maybe that's what Jody was pointing at earlier.
That could have been.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. So now I'll pop this one out. Even if you see it way late, it's better to fix it than not catch it at all.
Jody says, I'm working on answering trivia and talking to my friends. That's rude that you're over there talking to your friends while you're trying to answer trivia that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Does he say he's our friend? Oh, that is so awesome.
So I'm looking at this.
By the way, did you have an answer for the question?
Absolutely.
What's your answer?
Hydrogen gas.
That would be correct. It is hydrogen.
Because part of all acids is this unique compound that releases hydrogen gas. How many science questions you got left?
That was it for science.
Oh, good. So I can tell you what the unique compound was. It's dihydrogen oxide.
Don says Hindenburg. Boom.
Hindenburg, go boom.
You know, I was like, I don't know how old I was when I found out like there was a lot of people who survived the Hindenburg.
I know.
Because when you're young and you see the, you know, the historic pictures of it, you know, burning and crashing to the ground, you're thinking, oh, geez, that was a terrible tragedy. Everybody must have died. And no, not that many died.
And really, that's what the guy on the radio thought too, and he got fired for it.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tragedy, and people did die, but no, lots of people survived, ran away.
Yep. It was the end of a very unique era of flight.
Jody says he survived the Hindenburg.
Did you now?
I'm always here to talk about it.
Well,
Surprised you remember, because that was, you know, that must have happened before you were 10. He must have just, someone told him he survived it, you know, before he was 10. So
yeah.
Jody said we all did.
This is true. I just found a part of a hinge piece, so I figured I'd put it, or both sides of the hinge piece, so I figured I'd put it together. Oh, there's the other one. Nope, that piece. Right now I'm looking for another 1x1 block.
What color?
Black, like
It's
all
over,
these.
It's over there.
It is. There it is. You know what's funny?
That's not the one I was looking at, but okay.
I always say that if somebody says it's over there, that's, you immediately find it. And it usually works out that way.
Jody says, yeah, that's how I survived. I wasn't here yet.
I was hiding somewhere else.
Yeah, I survived the Titanic because my great grandfather didn't actually wasn't able to actually trade someone tickets to get on the Titanic. He was trying to, but no one would accept.
Was his name Jack?
No.
Okay.
So instead, they're on the next ship, and they plucked survivors from the sea or from the ocean. But had they been on that ship, then I probably wouldn't have survived it.
Maybe. I like to think.
No, for sure I wouldn't have, because they would have been in third class, and not really a lot of survivors from third class.
Yeah, there is that. I tend to forget that's there.
What are you drinking?
Jim Beam.
Mm-hmm. I'm drinking water, like usual.
Yep.
Hey, the other night I had Kool-Aid, first time in years.
No. You drank the Kool-Aid?
I had Kool-Aid. It was nice. Yeah, I was just going through stuff in my cupboard, and I was like, I had those little squeezy bottles of Kool-Aid that you just squeeze into a single cup.
Yep.
It's like I had those before I moved to the city here, so just a little over 4 years ago. So, and I probably hadn't drank them within a year before I moved, so it's probably been 5 years at least since I had Kool-Aid. It was okay. I enjoyed it. I would do it. I would have it again.
That's the thing. I've discovered as I get older, things that you stop having because they're quote unquote bad for you. You get to that point where you're like, and it's not like I'm going to live forever.
And it's not like I'm going to do it, start drinking only Kool-Aid now. I'll probably wait. Well, that's not true. I'll probably finish off that little squeezy bottle of Kool-Aid mix over the next couple months.
Yeah. Well, and then, you know, it's funny because usually when they say this is bad for you, it's because they've tested it on laboratory rats, which, you know, okay, that's fine. But normally you don't drink 17 gallons of Kool-Aid in one sitting.
Well, you might try if you're a child.
Well, there's that. Or
Yeah.
Alec.
Yeah. Jody also said, I survived the extinction of the dinosaurs, the Black Plague, and the Great Depression. I so wanted to, you know, when dealing with kids as a police officer, when you know how they have like all these questions when you're standing around, or like you're at a school and they're like, oh, did you ever do this? Or how, you know, how fast, you know, have you driven? I was waiting for someone to tell me, like, you know, ask me how fast I've ever driven. And I was going to be like, well, I drove so fast that it was like I went back in time. And well, you know, sorry to say, but that's why there's no more dinosaurs.
Oopsie.
All right, on to the final category. It is Under the Sea.
Under the sea.
Yep. Question number 1 in Under the Sea. What is the largest species of sea turtle in the world? What is the largest species of sea turtle in the world?
Come on. There we go. That one was not going in.
Don's shh. And then Jody's like, oh, Don's candle went out. Don says, no idea. Jody says, leatherback.
I think
I
it's a
want my
giant sea
leatherback,
turtle.
leatherback. I want my leatherback. Chili's leatherback turtle ribs.
I think it's a giant sea turtle. Lives to be like 200 years old. Of course, I always wonder how they know that. Do they check his
Count
ID?
the rings.
I picture them checking his ID. Give me your ID. And then how do they know it's not a fake ID?
Sure thing, McLovin.
Yep, McLovin the turtle. Yeah, that one wouldn't go in together. I had to switch the top center piece out.
You know what's getting harder and harder to find trivia questions I haven't asked already?
There's only so much trivia on this planet.
Well, there's only so much worth asking, I feel, on these streams.
Yeah, there is that.
Like, I don't feel like asking a trivia question about the Boer War, you know? Like,
yeah,
not going to be much interest generated over that.
Maybe. You never know. We might get a history major on here one night.
And there'll be the one person who can answer all those questions while everybody else is like, okay, next.
Okay, whatever.
Yes, Jody says they do count the rings. The segments of the shell has rings similar to trees. That is correct.
There is that.
That's why I said count the rings. So the answer is a leatherback turtle.
Cool.
The leatherback sea turtle is the largest turtle ever recorded. Sorry, the largest leatherback turtle ever recorded was 10 feet long.
Cool. But I like the idea of asking for his ID.
Well, it is easier.
Do you have any ID on you, sir? Why are you swimming in this part of the ocean?
Oh, that's just racial profiling turtles.
Oh, poor turtles.
Am I too turtly for the Turtle Club?
The Ninja Turtles.
Don't you remember that movie, Master of Disguise?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. But not as bad as Alec.
Yes.
Okay. So this one should go on this side here.
All right. The next question in Under the Sea. In the 1989 film Leviathan, what do the deep sea miners stumble upon that causes a mutation? In the 1989 film Leviathan, what do deep sea miners stumble upon that causes a mutation? Again, Don says, shh.
I think that's his new code phrase for, I don't know.
He said, no, stop mentioning someone. Oh, okay.
Okay, I was putting that on in the wrong place. That's why I wasn't fitting. It has working doors.
Working doors.
Yep. Oh, that's why they're talking in there. It's like, Andre is giving Jordan a ride to work. He's working the overnight shift tonight instead of his normal 3 to 8.
Jody hasn't seen the movie Leviathan, which has Peter Weller in it, aka RoboCop.
That's Robo. Get him, Robo.
Also has Daniel Stern in it. Ernie Hudson's in it.
It's a Ghostbuster movie?
Meg Foster's in it. Yes, it is a classic 80s film. He says, I guess ancient viruses. Okay, well that's a good guess.
Wait, I think I missed the question. What was the question? Hello?
In the 1989 film Leviathan, what do the deep sea miners stumble upon that causes a mutation?
Oh. I didn't miss the question. I just didn't understand it, I guess. I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm. See, that was my fake out. I start off with the sea turtles question and then go to a movie that takes place, in or under the sea.
Under the sea. Do, 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 do.
All right, the answer is a sunken Soviet ship. And more accurately, in that sunken Soviet ship, they find a bottle in a safe that has like vodka in it or whatever. And then, and then because they're not allowed to drink, in this underwater mining operation, the guy who finds it hides it, and then he starts sharing it with a woman on these in the crew. So, and it turns out it was part of a Russian experiment that was being used on certain people in the crew of like the Soviet ship. So Yeah. Good movie, though. Good movie.
It killed them all and let God sort them out.
Yeah. Well, the Soviet ship got sunk. I believe it was purposefully sunk. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, so. All right, next question. In Under the Sea. In the movie Virus, which Oscar-winning actress starred in this sci-fi horror about a tugboat crew fighting alien cyborgs? In Virus, which Oscar-winning actress starred in this sci-fi horror about a tugboat crew fighting alien cyborgs? Jody says, I knew there was a reason not to drink vodka.
Don't drink the vodka. It's tainted.
I actually remember seeing the movie Virus in theaters in the Mall of America.
The scary part of that movie is the fact that we had a pandemic. And how, I don't know if it was really wrong or right, but it was just, it wasn't the way that things were expected to happen.
The movie Virus?
Yeah.
No, this was pre-pandemic, like years before.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is that,
and it had nothing to do with like our type of pandemic. The name was Virus, and it was about a tugboat crew fighting alien cyborgs. So yes, our virus pandemic did not create alien cyborgs for sure.
Don's going to say, don't talk about that.
Jody says, I don't know that one either. And he says, and Don says, me too. Do you know the answer?
I do not.
Okay, I'll give you a hint by saying this. Okay, I'll reread the question with a hint in it. In Virus, which Oscar winning actress who also starred in the Halloween movies starred in this sci-fi horror movie about a tugboat crew fighting alien cyborgs? Your answer is Jamie Lee Curtis. That also involves a Soviet ship, or a Russian ship, I guess, technically.
Russians always screwing stuff up for us.
What's up with that?
The Cold War.
Yeah, it was a 1999 film. It starred Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Sutherland, William Baldwin. Who else? Any other big names in it?
Back when everybody called him Billy.
Yeah. A few other notable characters. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, you made Jody sad.
Sorry, Jody.
Don't be sad, Jody.
That's why it's called Spoople. I don't know if you get that reference from Family Guy.
I do not.
Oh, don't be sad, Peter. That's why it's called Spoople.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next question. Question number 4. In Under the Sea, what submarine movie involves a battle between a captain of an American destroyer and the captain of a German U-boat during World War II, starring Robert Mitchum and Kurt Jürgens? What submarine movie involves a battle between a captain of an American destroyer and the captain of a German U-boat during World War II, starring Robert Mitchum and Kurt Jürgens?
I've never seen it,
What?
but I
Also,
believe it.
a famous episode of Star Trek, the original series, did a similar story based on this.
I was going to say I've never seen it, but I think that's Das Boot.
You've never seen Das Boot?
I have never seen Das Boot.
Good movie. That's not the movie I'm talking about, though.
Oh, okay. When you said submarine movie, I'm like, I got this. It's Hunt for Red. Oh, it's not. Oops. No wonder that won't go on there. It won't go on backwards. That's dumb. It should go on backwards.
Yeah, it's a 1957 movie, by the way. Jody says the only submarine movie I know is Red October. Okay.
I'm thinking something along the lines of Silent Service.
Okay. You know, this one here shows, both sides equally. Like throughout the movie. You're kind of seeing both sides. Kind of like your, Hunt for Red October as well.
Red October was... It was a good movie, but the book was better. By far.
That's almost always the case. Because in the book, you don't need a budget to do props. You just use words to describe.
Yep. You need a budget.
So the answer is The Enemy Below.
Mm.
The Enemy Below. I'll give it a couple minutes here, and then I'll ask the final question, which hopefully those watching should. Did Star Trek use the same name, Balance of Terror? Yeah, that was the episode, Balance of Terror, where you see the cloaking Romulan ship as if it's the German U-boat, and then you see and the Enterprise being the American destroyer, and it's kind of played like that, and then. Trying to guess each other's what their next move is going to be, and how they, the two captains in the end have respect for each other.
Yep. The Corbomite maneuver. Oh, look, it has gauges.
Nice.
This one's off a little bit.
Blame the manufacturer.
Wait, that's me.
So this next question should hopefully is something kind of HTM related.
Okay.
So the next question, the final question of the night is,
Final Jeopardy.
since they lead a more aquatic life than other salamanders, the wild-looking axolotl doesn't shed what external respiratory organ? Since they lead a more aquatic life than other salamanders, the wild-looking axolotl doesn't shed what external respiratory organ? It's the axolotl.
I know axolotl. I had an axolotl. I think that's how it ended up being a mascot for us, is because I had one. I had
Yeah.
2 or 3 actually at one point.
Jody says gills.
Gills. It's a gillfish. Also known as a walking fish.
And Jody, that is the correct answer. It is gills. So there you go. Under the Sea, I did more of a flip-flopping of, between real science and movies.
It's alive. It's alive. Real science. Oh, sorry. Lost my mind for a minute there. If I can find all the pieces that I need right now, we'll finish up on step 148.
Of all the things I've ever lost, I miss my mind the most.
Not me. Don't miss it at all. I thought I would, but I don't. And after I get done here, I'm going to crack open that box and see how bad my journey with the Falcon is going to be.
And don't forget to check out that trailer I put out there for Sisu.
Mm-hmm.
That I put on in off topic after the stream. I have to say I give it a definite thumbs up for an action movie.
Where is that last one?
What you looking for?
An L-shaped piece like this one here. I didn't look up at the camera. I don't know if you could see that or not.
It was the top of your screen. We could barely see it.
Ah, okay.
Jeff's here. He said, hello, you guys.
Hey, Jeff.
You
Your
missed all
timing
the
is
trivia. I just
awesome.
finished all the trivia. You're missed out.
Missed all the trivia, and I'm about to shut down when I find this last piece and put these last pieces together.
Is it over there?
It is. It's over there. There it
Right
is.
there.
I'm telling you, you say it's over there, and you just find it just all of a sudden.
And now I'm thinking of the Goonies of, hey, you guys.
That's another movie I've never seen. I'm going to get kicked out of HTM.
You haven't seen the Goonies?
I have not.
Okay, that was a good movie. I mean, I would put it on a list of movies to recommend.
I've seen parts of it.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen enough that I can speak intelligently to it. I mean, I do when it comes up on the streams.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever seen all of it. Okay, there's that one. Actually, I should probably, I just happened to look over on this page. I'm going to go one step further than, what the hell? Damn it. I thought I had all of them.
Are you now?
There it is. I'm going to go one step further because after 149, 150, you attach all this stuff to the truck.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, that's a good stopping point. Not like I did last time where it was like kind of just, we'll fake it.
Fake it till you make it.
Yep. That's what I do most of the time. Hell, to be honest, that's what I did most of the time in my last job.
Well, for those of you still here, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us this evening and playing along with our trivia. So for tomorrow night, we'll be having the Woody Wednesday stream. And that is at what time? 7 o'clock Eastern?
Yes.
So 7 p.m. Eastern. And then on Thursday is Jordan's stream. He'll be working on the, I believe, the Millennium Falcon, because he does not have any more parts for the kit build. So it'll be Millennium Falcon is my understanding. And again, with him, I think he goes on. I think
it's 7.
I think he goes on 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, I was about to say 7, but I think it's actually 8.
Yeah, 8 Eastern, I believe. And then we have the Friday build night, and that is 9 p.m. Eastern. And that kind of goes for however long until people drop out. Then Saturday will be Jody, and he will be working on something. I'm sure he can tell us. Followed by, and I believe, what time do you start there, Jody? Do you start at 6 p.m.? 6 p.m. Eastern normally, I think. No, he says 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And that'll be followed by Andrew at Canadian Starships. And he's usually on at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then sometimes Jody goes on after Andrew's 2 hours of streaming. Then followed by that will be the Sunday Fun Day show, which is kind of the group again. And I believe that's 4 p.m. Eastern for, to, make it a little bit more accessible for people who are in our future, aka like those Europeans.
Yep.
Then on Monday next week will be Donnie, and Donnie will be continuing his build of the Orville. And then it'll be Tuesday, and we'll be back again with Keith and Buck here.
See, this is a better place to leave it than I did last week. Not near so many pieces. So here we have the truck. I'm hoping they'll do something to firm these doors up a little bit. It almost looks like they could go further down. They definitely, I'll have to figure out what's going on there because they're supposed to be further down than that.
Jody says, I'm going at 7 now, Cardassian modded ship. Sounds good, Jody. Yeah, that's looking really good. It's come along really nice, that cab.
Yep. Well, like I said, and just looking at it, this should actually be back further. So I'll have to do that off screen. But it's getting there. And we are 150 out of 292. So possibly next week, more likely the week after, we'll finish it up.
And Jody says he'll have another photo game for Donnie's stream.
Very cool.
Always fun.
So since you did most of the outro, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping.
Problem.
Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon before you leave. Don't hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Let's see, going on 7, another photo game. It's a semi. Exactly, it is, Jody. Anything you want to say before we get out of here, Ken?
I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
With that, take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Have a great evening, actually. Have a great day tomorrow, and we will see you in the next video and or stream. Whoops, hit the wrong button.
Good
This
night.
button. Good night, all. Bye.